On the 13th of July 1997, tens of thousands of people lined the shores of Lake Burley Griffin to watch the demolition of the Royal Canberra Hospital. However, the event was to go disastrously wrong, leaving 9 people injured and 1 dead. The Royal Canberra Hospital opened in 1914 in the suburb of Acton. In the 1940s, it moved to new premises on the Acton Peninsula overlooking Lake Burley Griffin. Originally, it was used to treat wounded US servicemen, but passed into civilian use in 1943. Over the next few decades, it grew to become a highly regarded teaching, nursing and community institution. In 1989, however, it was recommended that the Woden Valley Hospital in Canberra South, now called the Canberra Hospital, be developed as the city's main hospital. And despite 60,000 petitions protesting its closure, the Royal Canberra Hospital shut its doors in 1991. In 1995, the Government of the Australian Capital Territory, or the ACT, approved a submission recommending the hospital be demolished by way of implosion. The demolition itself was promoted as a public spectacle, and the government encouraged people to watch. A radio contest was held, with the winner being allowed to push the plunger to trigger the implosion. On the day of the demolition, the 13th of July 1997, an estimated 100,000 people, nearly half Canberra's population at the time, turned up to watch. Many Canberrans had been born in the Royal Canberra Hospital and wanted to farewell it in style. But when the charges were laid, the building did not implode in on itself as planned. Rather, it exploded outwards. Metal shards, bricks and other debris rained down upon the crowds. Chunks splashed into the lake, which was packed with spectators in boats and kayaks. Some people returned to their cars later to find dents and gouges where shrapnel had hit. Fragments lodged themselves in the ground and nearby trees. Some pieces were discovered up to 1 kilometre away from the explosion. 9 people were taken to hospital with injuries, and a 12-year-old girl, Katie Bender, was killed instantly when a piece of flying steel struck her in the head. A coronial inquest was held in the aftermath. The explosives contractor was found to be insufficiently skilled and was indicted for manslaughter. Those charges were later dropped, and the contractor paid a $15,000 fine. The coroner also found there were systemic failures and criticised a number of government agencies and officers. Despite this, no one was charged with anything. Kate Carnell, the then Chief Minister of the ACT, was cleared of any personal responsibility. Today, the National Museum of Australia stands on the Acton Peninsula, where the Royal Canberra Hospital once stood. A memorial to Katie can be found by the shores of the lake.